Good morning everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. We are building a morning routine and it's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to take you guys along because everyone films morning routines, takes them along on their morning. I do the same too, but how is someone without a morning routine supposed to know how to make a morning routine? So I want to take you guys through a day and we're gonna build a morning routine together and just hang out. It's gonna be so much fun. I feel like January was my 1 month free trial, and I really want to take this new job as a fresh start to have a good morning routine. My previous job, I was just jumping out of bed and starting work. Like I was literally getting up at like 7:20 and starting work at 7:30, okay? And I'm not a morning person, but I want to try and become one, but a realistic one. Because you guys know I'm not like all about, you know, like 20,000 step morning routines and all this stuff, because that is unattainable to me, and what makes me not want to get up early is when I have like 20 steps of a morning routine to do. So I'm trying to figure out what works for me and what doesn't, and have a realistic morning routine and try my best to at least get up like an hour before work and just do things that bring me joy. So I'm super excited to take you guys along on my day today and just build a morning routine together. I think it's going to be so much fun. First tip I have for you guys, which I think not a lot of people talk about, is starting your morning routine or starting to develop your morning routine on like a day off of work or on the weekend, because then you can kind of take your time with it. I decide like on a random Tuesday that you're just gonna get up on Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. and make a morning routine. It can be like a little frazzling and intimidating because you've never gotten up early, you don't know what to do, your routine's kind of like all over the place. So I feel like starting it on the weekend or on like a day off of work is a good place to start, because then you can kind of take your time and figure out what works for you, and then every day kind of narrow it down a little bit more. I don't know, I thought that was a good first tip. So it's about 8:30. I'm obviously off of work today. A little what's on my nightstand going on. I have a claw clip, my journal because I want to journal, and then my glasses, and then I always have lukewarm water because I'm always so thirsty in the middle of the night, and a salt lamp. That lamps do anything, but the vibe is just immaculate. So once Stella and Matt leave the bed, it's so cold in here. Alrighty guys, super excited because I'm working with Athletic Greens on today's video, which is a pinch me moment because I love their greens so much. I've been using them for about a week and a half now, and I really like them. The flavoring is there, they're super awesome, because you can either get like the powder like just in the bag, or if you're a very on the go person or traveling, you can take individual packets with you, which is what Matt takes to work. And I feel like this helps it be less intimidating, because I think a lot of people don't take greens powders because they're like, well, I can't just take a big powdery bag with me anywhere, but individual packets, lifesaver. I don't know, Athletic Greens are a really quick and easy and tasty way to fill the nutritional gaps in your diet. They contain 75 minerals, vitamins, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens in one serving, which is amazing. It's really a game changer. It helps support gut health, immunity, energy, recovery, focus, and more. I personally take it for the digestion benefits. You guys know that I have IBS, and it helps support my gut health and enhance nutrient absorption. It also indirectly, I find, helps with my skin because I'm kind of filling in those nutritional gaps in my diet. 1 scoop of it, and then I fill it up with water. I'm so silly, but I don't put a lot of water because I just like to chug it and like just take it. Like I don't want to like sip on it. And I love it because a lot of greens powders you have to whisk with a like frother because they don't mix well, but Athletic Greens mix so easy. I don't understand how they do it. Like it's so perfectly blended. To take mine on an empty stomach before I have coffee in the morning, I just feel like it gets my digestive system flowing. I feel like I've maybe woken up bloated from like anything I ate the night before. It just like helps me pass that and get back to like my normal state. Love it so much. I find these ones taste really good. I've tried so many greens powders in the last few years, and these are definitely the best tasting ones and the smoothest ones I find. Athletic Greens website does it. It's so beautiful, super easy to use. They have one-time purchases. You can do subscriptions, which is really great because I find myself running out of greens and then I'm like, oh, I have to go buy it. So this helps ensure that you never run out of them. And have testimonies on there, which is really great. So you can kind of read what other people are saying about Athletic Greens. And I just really love their website. It is honestly so nice. Anyways, Athletic Greens was so kind and they gave me a really great deal for you guys. So if you guys click the link down below, the Athletic Greens 1 immunity bundle that also comes with a 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 individual travel packs, which is such a great deal. I love that they offer the vitamin D3 and K2, which is really great. Those are 2 essential nutrients that work together to support your heart, vascular system, immune system, and respiratory system, and also optimizing delivery of calcium. So 2 key essential nutrients in your diet. It's a game changer for, you know, helping with your bloating, your immunity, whatever you want to use it for. There's so many great benefits to taking a greens powder, and I'm so excited to be working with other greens on today's video. And yeah, so I'm gonna take my greens. Sometimes I'll put ice in them if I want it to be like refreshing, but like I said, don't like to fill it up all the way because I just like to kind of chug it, send it down. But I'm gonna take these. I feel like this is such an easy and great way to kind of throw something healthy in your morning routine. You just feel so good after taking them, you know what I mean? Like water, we've had greens, time for a little coffee. I'm so excited because I just made a fresh pot of cold brew. This is the cold brew I've been using for the past few weeks. I'm obsessed with it. It's like a local coffee shop in Ottawa. It's so good. Like I say this all the time, but making cold brew at home is honestly so easy, you guys. Welcome to my container of creamer options. Can you guys tell we love nut pods? We have probably toasted marshmallow. That's like literally my favorite one. You guys know I don't love my coffee super sweet, and if you guys are like me in that sense, nut pods are a really great alternative because they don't have any sugar in them, but they still give you kind of like a very, very subtle taste. Like I'd say more subtle than like a pump of syrup, which I love. I mean, obviously you can do as much as you want, but I love, 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 love. I find it also doesn't take away from the coffee taste. I hate when a creamer is like so like strong that it takes away from the coffee taste. It's just not a vibe for me. Alrighty, give that a nice mix. Coffee before we brainstormed our ideal morning routine. So we got that to brainstorm how we're gonna have the best morning ever. No, I'm not a big journaler. I don't really meditate and I don't like journal on the daily, but I wanted to have my bullet journal beside my bed so I could just kind of like brainstorm what an ideal morning would look like for me. You can write this down on like a scrap piece of paper or wherever, honestly, on your phone, but just kind of jot down. Maybe you can watch some other people's morning routines for inspiration and just kind of like jot down what like your ideal morning looks like what would make you look forward to getting up, because your morning routine has to be something that you look forward to or else you're not going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take a few minutes and just kind of write down, like, you know, if I woke up on like an ideal morning, what would I do, kind of thing, you know? So because I feel like it's very minimal, and that's like totally okay. I feel like YouTube gives us this like sense that we have to have this super overcomplicated morning routine, and we don't. So this is kind of what my ideal morning looks like, and I really encourage you guys to write yours down. So reading my book in the morning, that just brings me a lot of joy, and I would love to start my mornings off with reading. Walking with Stella on a podcast, especially when it starts getting warmer out. Right now it's still like -30 Celsius, so it's a bit hard, and we already go for walks like in the afternoon and at night, but I really want to, once it starts getting warmer again, go for walks in the morning once it gets bright in the morning. I want to stretch. I'm not a workout person. I'll talk about this in a little bit, but I do think like maybe doing like a 5-10 minute yoga or stretch would really be helpful. Having lots of water, taking my greens. I noticed that when I take these first thing in the morning, a huge difference in just like my bloating and stuff. So I want to keep up with that habit. I'm really proud of myself. I've done it every day since the new year. So I'm really proud. And then obviously have a yummy coffee. So your morning routine doesn't have to be anything crazy, you guys. But I really encourage you guys to maybe start your day off by brainstorming and journaling like what your ideal morning would look like, if that makes sense. But welcome to my bathroom. You guys know how I feel about brushing my teeth on camera, but I will show you guys like my morning lineup in the bathroom. My bathroom morning lineup, if you will. First, we have Batiste dry shampoo if I need it. Deodorant. I've been really into spray deodorant. It's probably not the best for me. This is the mouthwash that I use. A cool cover of goodies. Obviously the vitamin lineup, which you guys already know, but I wait to take this until I've eaten because I have a really sensitive stomach for vitamins. The only one I can take on an empty stomach is Ritual. Okay. I alternate between these two toothpastes. I don't really know why. I variety. So I have the Hello Charcoal toothpaste. This came in this set with the mouthwash. And then I also obviously just have like the Crest 3D one. I usually alternate, one in the morning, one at night. I don't know why I'm weird, okay? Always wash my face in the morning, and then I put on my sunscreen and my face cream for the day. And that's that. I might honestly take a break from makeup today. I don't think I'm gonna put any on, but that's like my morning lineup. So I'm gonna do all that. I'm like really weirded out showing you guys like brushing my teeth. I don't know why, it really freaks me out. So I'm gonna leave that a mystery. Just kidding, I'm gonna do it. I'm just not gonna show you guys. And then we will, you know, get the day rolling. I feel like it's really nice though to have like a slow start to your morning routine so you can kind of like see what works for you and what doesn't, you know? I also just made the bed. It's so freaking bright in here today. It's crazy. The thing I have left to do is to put this on my bed because our sheets are white and obviously we have a black dog. So I just put this on here because Stella likes to lay on the bed during the day, and while the Brooklyn sheets are really good at like repelling fur, I just keep this on here as like a preventative almost. So it doesn't look pretty, but I just leave this on here for the doggo. Calling this a yoga mat chat with Carter. I hate working out in the morning, so guess what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to work out in the morning. Don't let YouTube convince you that like if you don't work out in the morning, you don't enjoy working out, because I love working out, but I don't like doing it first thing in the morning, and I've realized why. I always used to feel so crappy and stressed when I worked out in the morning, and it's because I have hormonal imbalances. So doing a high intensity workout in the morning, like a run, spin, a cardio class, a step class, anything like that, gets my body stressed because obviously your heart rate is up, your blood is pumping and all that stuff. And for people with hormonal imbalances, sometimes it can really throw us out of loop first thing in the morning, throw us kind of out of whack. So I've realized that's why when I used to work out first thing in the morning, I would feel super stressed and like just frazzled going into the day. So I've been doing a ton of research on just like hormonal imbalances and the best workouts for that, because if you're a stressed person and you do a stressful workout, you're not evening out the yin and yang, you know what I mean? So don't let YouTube convince you that you have to work out first thing in the morning to be productive or motivated, or even convince you that like if you don't work out first thing in the morning, you're not a morning person, or you don't enjoy working out, because that's not the case. But I do really want to try and start stretching in the morning, or even just doing like a little 10-minute Pilates or something, because flowing and getting my body moving without getting my heart rate up and my stress levels up does make me feel really good, and I've realized that. So I feel like the longer the workout in the morning, the more intimidating it is to me to maintain that habit. So something like a 10 to 15 minute like yoga flow or Pilates or just stretching, I know I can keep that up because it's not super long, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna grab my iPad, see what we want to do. I love Peloton, you guys. Even if you don't have a spin bike, they have such amazing classes. I'm like literally obsessed with them. They have a lot of stretching classes, which I love. What else? Meditation. Like they literally have so much. I'm not really into meditating, but they have yoga or Pilates for so long. It's under the strength category, and then you just go into class type, and then you go into like bar or Pilates, and they have so much. So I really encourage you guys to, I don't know, just try some things out and see kind of what works for you. I might do like if they have like a 10-minute Pilates or something, just something, yeah. For a while, you already know what breakfast is. I typically have 2 breakfasts. I'll have like a light breakfast around 10. It's 10 right now, and then I usually have like eggs something around noon. You guys already knew it'd be a yogurt bowl because it's my favorite thing to eat. Some cacao. I'm weird and I love plain yogurt. I don't know why. I really like plain yogurt. I think I've just like learned to love it because I can't eat a lot of sugar obviously with my hormones, so I just like plain yogurt. I also find too with my hormones that having a big protein filled breakfast helps so much. So I just put in some yogurt, and then usually do whatever berries we have. We usually just buy whatever berries are on sale in the winter because obviously berries are just expensive regardless. So we're doing blueberries and raspberries. Sometimes I do frozen fruit. Like I said, it really just depends on the day. Berries, yum. And then this is the current granola. We typically just buy whatever's on sale because it has probiotics in it. So it's super good. Cattle nibs. So that's it. That's usually the morning lineup. And then I'll have eggs in a little bit. Oh, look at her. Oh my gosh, amazing. Morning walk now. It's actually decently warm out today, which is great. And I love getting fresh air. I think it's actually warm enough that I don't have to wear my big jacket, which is always awesome. So yeah, we switch it up between going to the dog park in the morning and going for a walk. It's like a very slow routine because I'm not working, but I think it's really important to establish your non-negotiables. I talked about this in my winter morning routine for seasonal depression, that it's important to figure out your non-negotiables in your morning, and when you can do that when it's a slower start to the day, and then once you've nailed down what you want to put in your morning, then you can kind of speed it up on a work day, or at least that works for me, and I feel like no one talks about that. So let's go for a walk. A nice little walk-in. Breakfast number 2 is usually some variation of like scrambled eggs, which it is today. I just had some leftover sausage and some toast, but I usually get obviously like my fruit and stuff in my first breakfast. But yeah, I'm just a hungry gal, okay? I love food. Guys, I'm about to end the vlog off. It's almost noon now. The morning is done, but I wanted to sit and reflect with you guys on like how my morning went, what I might change going forward. I was gonna make this like a whole week of like trying different morning routines, but I think I pretty much know what I'm gonna do. But every time I film a morning routine, I never want to upload it because they're just so simple, but then I tell myself I think that that's what the world needs more of. We need more simplicity. Like, why do our morning routines need to be so many steps and go, go, go when our whole life is like that? You know what I mean? Like, I want my mornings and my nights to be simple and calm and not like rushed and like doing so much, you know what I mean? And if that's the morning routine you like, then obviously you guys know by now that's great for you, but it just doesn't work for me. And I think that that's okay. And I think that there's probably someone here who needs to hear that, because YouTube makes me feel like I need to have a 20-step morning routine. And the truth is, you honestly just don't, right, Stella? You tell them, you say, you need a simple morning routine. My mom and I, we like simple morning routines. We like from our walk. We walked 2 kilometers. It was so nice. It was a really, really sunny, beautiful day outside. Stella's coming to give you guys a pep talk. But I wanted to end the morning off here and just like reflect. I didn't even get to read this morning, which is funny because I feel like I had so much time, but I really just took my time and enjoyed the morning. And that's something I want to carry over into like my work days as well. But I do think that doing your morning routine on like a non-work day to start is like a really great place to start. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I think that definitely, I think I'm going to keep everything in my mornings. That is my morning. It was super simple. It was super slow. It was super relaxing. And I personally need more of that in my life. You know what I mean? So we're chilling. And we're gonna have a productive rest of the day. I have a lot of YouTube work and stuff to do, so I'm gonna get onto that. But I just feel very zen, and that's how I want to go into my days. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into my days like frazzled from like how crazy my morning was. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope maybe you can take some inspiration into how simple and slow living it was. It's something I'm really trying to get into. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this a big thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!